Hello, very good evening to you. Global powers have broadly welcomed North Korea's announcement that it will halt its nuclear and missile tests. The country's leader, Kim Jong-un, made the statement ahead of historic summits due to take place next week and in the coming months with South Korea and the United States. Well, President Trump's hailed the news as big progress. There's been caution too, though, as yet no indication that North Korea will agree to get rid of its existing nuclear weapons, as our correspondent Laura Bicker now reports.
North Korea's favourite news anchor is back. Usually the famous Ri Chun-hee would be announcing the state's latest missile test. But today was different. Kim Jong-un has declared there will be no more nuclear or ballistic missile tests. He's also going to shut down an atomic test site to focus on building North Korea's economy. In a tweet, the US president said this is very good news for North Korea and the world. Big progress. Look forward to our summit.
Today, I believe in North Korea, the path is open for the peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. And it also proves that diplomacy is the way to solve conflicts. It's not war.
Others were more guarded.
What's important is whether this move will lead to complete, verifiable and irreversible abandonment of North Korea's nuclear and missile programs. We'll have to watch it closely.
These students have defected from North to South Korea. They are sceptical of their former leader's claims.
There are 3 nuclear facilities and they're only closing 1. It's just to show action, to negotiate with the US. It doesn't mean they're going to give up their nuclear weapons. To develop nuclear weapons, they've killed tens of thousands of people by starving them. I think North Korea is trying to get a reward because they've been pressured by sanctions.
In Seoul, a hotline has been set up to Pyongyang to allow the leaders of the divided peninsula to talk to one another. They're welcoming this latest news from the north, ahead of a summit meeting between the two sides next week. It's worth noting what Kim Jong-un did not say. He's not handing over his nuclear weapons. He's simply going to stop testing them. This is not denuclearization as ordered by the United States. Nevertheless, it is a significant step.
It really signals he's all in, and we need to catch up, I think, in terms of our analysis of where Kim Jong-un is. He's ready for the summit with the South Koreans, for the summit with Donald Trump. It's a measure of his seriousness that he's doing this before the meetings.
Pyongyang has broken nearly every promise it has made to the international community. But there is some hope that this time, maybe, it will be different. Laura Bicker, BBC News, Seoul.
Well, our correspondent Chris Buckley joins us from Washington now. So all eyes must surely now turn to these upcoming meetings, Chris.
Yeah, and with that in mind, it's worth remembering that it was only a matter of months ago that President Trump and Kim Jong-un were on the verge of appearing to declare war on each other, and there was genuine global concern. However, the mood has changed, and all of those jibes and all of that disrespect seems to have disappeared. And the focus is now on that still to be determined date, whenever President Trump will meet Mr. Kim. And certainly in setting the stage for this summit, this statement is important. At the same time, there will be people inside the Trump administration who will be saying very clearly that there needs to be caution. That is for 2 reasons. First of all, this is not giving America what it wants. It wants Kim Jong-un to give up his nuclear weapons, and this is not denuclearization. Secondly, there are people in Washington who remember that Pyongyang has broken pledges and promises in the past. However, President Trump is a leader who likes to follow his instincts, and you do get the impression with every optimistic tweet that he is all in on this North Korean gamble.